This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You looking like struggle bus right now.
Sexy struggle bus. If you're following along, this is Sexy Part 2. I'm feeling nothing if not sexy today.
You stupid as hell.
I'm probably going to cough randomly through the episode.
Absolutely.
My sinuses are sexily draining down my throat.
Sexy sinuses. That's what we'll call this
Sexy
episode.
sinuses. That's right. Part 2.
There's no part 1. Last week's episode
They'll
was not
know.
called that.
They'll know because they listened to the last week's episode.
This is true. This is true.
And it was a sexy one.
Whatever.
Filled with sexy sinuses.
Oh, Lord. Good evening, sir.
What's been on your mind? It's been a whole week of sexiness. What's on your
my
mind?
I was going to ask, why do we, once we find some commonality with another person, like once we find out that they ain't shit, like we ain't shit, we just like, we in there, we boys, we girls, yeah, I say we cool.
Why don't you give me an example?
You always want an example. All right.
I think if I keep asking for an example, one day you're going to surprise us all.
Like, that was an example.
And they're going to be like, that was a pretty good example.
Prime example. Like when you're at work and you're talking to somebody and you want to talk a little shit about another coworker to a coworker. And be like, hey, man. I mean, you see such and such, man, that mother, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't shit, man. I hate how they don't be on time for work and blah, blah, blah. And then the person be like, but no, you know they got kids and stuff. Like they show compassion. You're like, we're not going to be friends. Because you didn't enjoy into the shit talking.
Gotcha. Okay. That happens a lot.
Yeah, I need these people to be evil like me.
I think we all put a tester out there.
A good feeler.
Like, did you know that Sherry was late again today? And if they're like, oh, she's having a rough go of it, you're like, girl, I know. I hope it gets
Even though
better.
you was ready to smash.
And you're like,
up.
fuck that bitch. In your mind, you're like, oh, God, fuck both of y'all.
Yeah, it's like, I got 5 spots to talk shit
Guess
with.
we're not going to be besties. We're not going to be co-workers.
That's how we created this union.
Co-workers for life. Once a co-worker, always a co-worker.
That's what we call this shit. Once a co-worker. But yeah, I mean, am I wrong?
Well, no. I mean, to me, that's how you make a connection. Most of us make a connection through our pettiness.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, but
regardless of the intention.
Well, why is that though?
I think it's sort of like
shit on them.
Well, like if somebody comes to work and they pull out a book to read, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what book it is. I like books.
Okay.
And I look over and it's the Bible.
The Bible.
I'm like, are you?
You look disgusted.
I'm like, are you? I did not. Camera 1, I did not look disgusted.
Like,
thank you.
You was taken aback.
I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Are you reading the Bible?
You ain't gonna be their friend.
And they're like, yes. Every day. And I'm like, we're probably not going to be friends.
Are you trifling?
Just saying. We're probably not going to be friends.
What book they need to pull out for you to be like, we're going to be friends?
The Joy of Sex. I'm kidding. Kama Sutra.
Volume 1 or 2?
No, like a book where I'm like, ooh, what's that book? And they're like, oh, it's, so-and-so's latest release. It's a really like a murder mystery or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds good.
Are you going to be genuine when you say, ooh,
yeah,
that sounds good?
It does. I like books. I do too. I don't read very often. I wish I read more, but I go through these like moods of reading.
Okay, I can feel that.
It's sort of like sometimes I'm feeling a hot dog, and sometimes I'm like,
I can care less about a hot dog. Yeah,
I don't want a hot dog.
Yeah, but see, I read a lot on, and not saying the internet. I read a lot on the internet. I know those aren't books in the traditional sense. Whatever. I research a lot of stuff. Just because I'm nosy with good intentions.
So much stuff.
No, I really do. I have
so
looked up
much,
some of these
so
strangest things.
Just strange stuff everywhere.
I mean, I have.
If you've been a long-time listener, you know that Michael has many thoughts about many things.
I mean, it's our thoughts, you know. But no, I've looked up the weirdest stuff. Like I've looked and seen.
Why don't you give us an example?
Okay, prime example. I've Googled and looked up what gender reassignment surgery looks like. It was interesting.
Is that weird?
To me, I mean, I've never seen it. So,
Okay.
I mean.
What'd you think about it?
It was interesting.
Which one did you look at? Both?
I looked at both.
Okay. Which one do you think would be, if somebody was like, you've got to pick one, which one do you think you'd rather have? Like, let's say you could be either part.
I'd flip it inside out. I had to be a trans woman.
You'd go from male part to female part.
Yeah, it seems the most, I guess natural is the right word. It's just because when they do it with a man, with a transgender man, they take like a piece of your forearm or like the side of your leg. And so it doesn't look like
the whole leg?
It don't look like what my junk looks like. Their junk don't look the same. And I don't know for sure, I've never had it done. I don't think they have all the same sensation that we have. Whereas it seems on the video I watched, my PBS educational video I watched, they basically flip it inside out.
Okay.
But you keep, from what they say, I don't know, I've never had either one of these surgeries.
Yeah.
They say you flip it inside out and you get to keep a lot of the sensation.
Okay.
So that's kind of, but I've looked at weird shit like that.
So you're like, I want it to still feel good.
I mean, if I'm a flip over to the other team, or not the other team, but like the other side of gender, why not?
Okay.
I still want to get mine. Hey,
okay.
Hey, I still have a man's mind. No, I was playing. I just talking. Nah, but I mean, I've looked up weird stuff like that. Okay. So then I might look up some random shit about comic books. So it varies. It's all over the spectrum.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're eclectic.
I guess.
Eccentric.
I think it's eclectic, but I don't know if you're giving me a compliment or you're insulting me. It's like a little bit of both.
That's the fun of life. Some mysteries remain unsolved.
The facts of life.
Oh, shit. You take the good, you take the bad, and then you guess you had the facts of life. I forgot the words.
I did too. That's why I just said that one part. But yeah, you know what I mean? So, but see, I can find some commonality with, because I look up weird shit like that. Not weird, but just the average person is not Googling what does gender reassignment surgery look like, or what is the origin story of the third Flash. You know what I mean? So I look up stuff like that. So
do you think that makes you more approachable?
I think it makes me well-rounded.
Okay. You have so many friends. I assume that was the reason.
I have no friends, but you know. But if I were to try to develop some, at least I'd have random thoughts to add to the conversation.
Yeah.
No?
So far, yeah.
I mean, we talk about everything on here, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
We've spanned the gamut.
Yeah, but I guess I haven't found nobody to think that another person's scum either, like, except for you. See, I mean, you felt bad for me.
Do you think I'm scum?
No, I'm saying we mutually thought bad thoughts about other people.
Oh.
He's like, I cannot disagree.
Well, I'm what you call realistic.
You're keeping it real.
I'm real.
Real talk.
I'm very like, there's so much going well.
Okay. In your life, good life choices?
Just good life choices.
Okay.
I am proud of me, Camera One.
Proud of yourself, if nobody else
I
is.
think self-pride is important.
I mean, it's self-pride.
Yeah.
He's so stupid.
But, like, sometimes people, I'm like, girl, that ain't real.
Yeah, I'm not with the delusion.
When they're like, oh my God, I love her for everybody. I'm like, bitch, what do you really think?
I need to know.
Every time I'm like, you're the one I'm going to take to dinner.
We're going to get the inside
We're
scoop.
going to find out which one you don't like, because I know you don't like one of them.
You can't like everybody at work. I don't give a shit who you are.
Nobody.
No.
The thing is, the person that's like, I love her, every person, they hate everybody.
You think so?
So they hate everybody, therefore they love everybody. I'm kidding. So what I mean by that is, they're just getting by. I love her. I love her. I love him. Bitch, what do you really think?
You want to know.
I used to have this coworker. Shout out, girl. Hey, I don't know if she listens or not.
You want to shit all over her?
I hope she does. Well, she was always like we did the mentoring group together.
Oh, well, y'all would make people cry and shit?
She was a part of the one crier. No, yes. No. She wasn't a part. Maybe. No, she wasn't a part of that one.
You don't know. I'm so certain that I'm uncertain.
My two criers were the same group. Two of the same group. Anyway, bless their hearts.
Were they both
They're
girls?
they're very nice though. They're very nice. I still think they cried because of their own internal.
Are they excelling in our field?
I don't know.
So you're a terrible mentor. You didn't talk to them afterwards.
Listen, if I helped you discover that this was not the job for you,
kudos.
I think that's just as good as.
It is actually. Every job is not for everybody.
Correct. Correct. Capital Y. If you're watching, not every job's a fit for everybody.
This is true. But you got to find somebody at that job to talk shit with.
True. Well, so she that I worked with, she would be like, "Oh my God, great job. Great job." And I would be like, "So anyway."
Why you say that?
Here's some feedback.
You gave her feedback?
No, not publicly.
Oh.
But privately, I would be like, "So, tell me what you think about Sheree over here."
Who?
I'm just making up.
I know. What'd you say? Sheree?
Sheree. Sheree Clothing.
Genevieve.
Well, I thought I'd give Genevieve a break. Poor
That's
Genevieve.
fine.
We've shat on her a lot.
I have somebody named Genevieve right now listening like, why they keep using my name? Well, go ahead. Sheree.
I forgot what I was
Feedback
say.
about
I told you
Sheree.
can't derail me.
No, you'd ask this colleague or friend, hey, what do you think about Sheree?
So what do you think about old Sheree over here? And she'd be like, I just think she's working really hard and blah, blah, blah. And I would just sit there and I would listen. I would listen to everything she said.
She said a bunch of nothing.
Because I love her.
But she said a bunch of nothing.
And I would go, at the end, I'd be like, so what do you really think?
Shit on him.
And she'd be like, well, I mean, they do have a lot to improve on. And I was like, how much? And she would go, well, I mean, and she would start listing stuff. And I'd be like,
you could have said it in the beginning.
I would say, that wasn't so bad, was it?
She felt better, didn't she?
So then what eventually happened would be, we would be like, oh, love. And then me and her would go eat dinner, even if the other guy joined us. And we'd be like, so what do you really think? And she'd be like, well, blah, blah, blah. It was never mean or malicious. It was just, she just didn't know how to say that to their face.
Certain shit
so
people
she
can't
would
take,
tell
though.
us, and then I would go back and be the bitch.
You'd be like, yo, my colleague, son, they said your shit was trash, B. That's what you would do.
Listen, say, you left the operating table look like, nah. My Dickie told me that one. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just be like, hey, so here's some feedback. This little part right here.
Like
I'd be like, so hey, this little part right here, I would be like, did you know that was incorrect? Now, I want you to watch it and then you tell me why it's incorrect.
Videotape themselves?
Yes. I would say you watch it and tell me why it's incorrect.
Would they be honest typically?
Maybe after the second watch.
They had to watch it 2 times?
Once they realized, because they would go, well, I'm not really sure. And I'd be like, let's watch it again. And once they had to watch it, they were like, all right, I got to come up with something. So then they would pay attention, which is the important part.
Oh, so the first
I'm
time,
getting you to look critically at your own thing. I don't need to tell you if you can figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, but if you
lead a horse to water.
Make the ass drink.
You drink for yourself or die.
Lead a horse to beer. Lead a Michael to a beer or watch him drink.
I think your phrase would be more like, I don't think
as long as he got money.
Michael's ever met a beer he didn't drink.
Pretty much.
There you go.
I'll at least drink one of them. And if I don't like it, I'll
drink the other ones.
I'll suffer
because I've already
if I
paid
pay
for
it. Yes. If I pay for it, I'm going to drink that shit.
Yep.
If you know me, you know. Now, if I didn't pay for it, I'll slide that shit off the counter in a minute. I'll drink one, but you know. Are
you one of those people that are like, God bless, this is awful. Here, taste it.
No.
I hate when people do that. I do it all the time.
Why?
I'm like, I don't really like this. Me and only.
Tell me how bad it tastes. No, I'm good on that.
I think it's happened twice. We've gone to a restaurant and I'm feeling adventurous. And I'm like, I'm going to try something. It sounds good in the menu.
It's food or drink?
And the first time I didn't quite connect that he got something he knew I would like, which was sweet.
He wanted to share with you.
So I would give him my plate because I'd be like, no. And he'd give me.
And he'd be like, oh, yes.
But he always, so far, both times he liked it.
Oh,
he liked
twice,
what I ordered.
Okay.
But yeah, so I stopped.
His mind seems a little more open than yours.
Probably.
It's cool.
Well, I mean, do you think they find common ground on any other things?
Yeah, I don't think it
Not just
necessarily has
hate.
to be bad things, but it's just funnier when it's bad shit.
It is funny.
Yeah, because you get to complain together. Speaking of last week's episode, you know what I mean? So you can be like, you can talk your shit. You know what I mean? As a unit, we could talk our shit. You don't think so? You're thinking of a song, ain't you?
I was trying to think of the lyrics. I think it was Megan Thee Stallion.
Do you listen? What male rappers do you listen to, sir?
I don't think they're very interesting.
That's fine. I think
I
great.
love Drake though.
Everybody does.
I miss Ludacris.
That's fine. That last Drake album is hot trash.
I loved Ludacris.
Yeah, but that last Drake album is hot trash.
Ebbs and flows.
No, I think he experimented too far. It's all house music. The entire album.
I don't think you can experiment too far.
For your bass crowd, you're
Well, but I mean, here's the thing. When he releases the next album, you'll listen.
of course. I only made it through the first 3 songs from the new album, and I was like,
It's house rap. I may have to listen
No,
to
it's
this.
all house music. It's like singing, but not his typical singing. It's house music singing. I don't like it. I've heard a few people say over time it kind of grows on you. If I have to force myself to like it, I probably don't really like it. I'm not going to give you props just
As you're holding a beer.
I mean, at this age of 37, not 16, trying to hang out with the cool kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this
Just
is
saying.
20 years removed.
Just saying word.
You're just saying words.
Wow. I do that too. I can admit it.
Me and you both. But no, I guess if you think about it, when you want to find commonality with something, it don't have to be something negative. Obviously, we're being silly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's certain things you're going to find the commonality in if we're both parents or we're both married.
But you're complaining about your kids.
Fuck yeah.
If you're both parents, you're complaining about your kids.
Yeah, but that's such good complaining.
It's still a
That's
negative.
good complaining.
It's still
Yeah.
a negative bond.
Yeah. But a positive
Do you
bond.
think it has to be negative?
No.
I think so. So far, we've come up with
You
no
think so?
positive.
What if 2 people used to be fat and now they've been in the gym and they find a commonality in the gym?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or you could be like 130
But
soaking wet.
your commonality, is it reminiscing on being fat?
No, maybe it's just you're both really passionate about the gym now.
Okay.
I mean, not being funny. I just
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Was
like,
that supposed to be funny?
I'm self-conscious. Shut up. Why you got to point out my
Are you
self-conscious?
telling me to shut up?
Yeah, politely, but don't actually be
Was
quiet.
that politely?
But don't be quiet.
Comment below.
Shut up, but don't be quiet.
Don't forget to vote for who's the nice one.
No, that's his YouTube channel. I watch it. Hey, tripped me out. His catchphrase is he'll say, "Holla at your boy," but don't yell. And I think it's funny. It's corny, but it's funny as shit to me.
Oh.
You get it?
Yeah, because holler.
Yeah. He like, "Holla at your boy," but don't yell. And I liked it. That was kind of clever. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you, clever.
Him, not me.
I was talking to him. I was talking to him through camera 1.
I'm not saying his YouTube page is lots more than we have, so no need to give him more.
I'm sure he's doing fine.
Absolutely. But
With a catchphrase like that, who could?
I mean, his YouTube page is making money. Anyway, It doesn't matter. But I do think you can find commonality in positive things. I just think the negative stuff probably sticks out a lot more. And I think because we all tend to play not all day, every day, but we all have the woe is me, not syndrome. What is it called? Is it woe is me syndrome? Whatever. We're gonna use.
Sounds like you're making up a new syndrome.
Of course,
I'm fascinated.
absolutely. No, the woe is me.
So you can
complex.
call it whatever you
Excuse
want.
me, complex. The woe is me complex. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Where we're woe is me, my life's harder than everybody else's. But if you find somebody you can complain with, then you're like, oh, both our lives suck. Even if it doesn't actually suck.
Besties.
Yeah, or colleagues. Hey.
Sure.
I mean, I didn't mean your life sucks. I just meant we're colleagues because we can complain together. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah. I feel you.
Good life choices.
I'm in. I'm here.
If you think about me and you, we first start hanging out. Like, we found commonality in smoking. You don't smoke anymore, which is fine. But then we still would kind of complain about aspects of our work. You know what I mean? And now we just complain about life and talk shit on the podcast. So I think you can have a little bit of both. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, and it doesn't have to be a good thing. It's probably a good checks and balances of both sides. But at the same time, have you ever noticed when people are complaining? Like, I think we do a good job of, if you're getting your comments out when it's your turn or my turn, vice versa, I'm getting mine. But if you ever notice when you're kind of complaining or you're outscumming the other person, they're not really listening or they're waiting to outscum you?
You, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think I do that.
I listen.
You don't do shit.
You wait for your turn. I listen.
No, I listen too.
Many episodes, many episodes of evidence.
Yes, sir.
On this podcast. When you can clearly hear, you didn't hear a shit, nothing what I said.
I'm just not that smart.
My favorite is when I will say, the sky is blue. And you'll literally seconds later go, I always say the sky is blue. And I'm like,
no, I don't do that.
Bitch.
What I do is you'll say something like a couple episodes ago, you said cisgender. We talked about it earlier at work today. And I was like, because you said cisgendered gay.
Oh, here we go.
Did you not do that? And my slow
said cis gay men.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what? Because when you said it, all I heard was
said, yeah. And listen.
He wouldn't know this.
He wouldn't know this. Listen, if I derail Michael, we'll get back there. If he derails me, fuck it. We might as well move on to the next topic. We're not coming back.
But who brings us back, though?
You never do.
What?
Maybe one out of every 10.
I'm talking about in general, if we derail, who brings us back?
If I derail you, you'll bring us back every time.
Because I got you.
If you derail me, there's nothing.
I'm your guiding light.
We're never coming back.
I have no guidance back.
We're never gonna find it. I've said this from the beginning, and yet you continue to find one word of my sentence to go.
I'm not that smart. I just fake it real well. I don't even think I fake it that good.
Comment below.
He don't fake it that good.
That's what she said.
Absolutely. No.
Bless it.
But no, I mean, I don't think you got to outscum each other, but I do think people will be like kicking it, hanging out. And they kind of, I don't think a lot of times neither one of the people listen. I think they just talk.
When you decided to talk to me, were you like, he's trash?
No.
He'll be fine with whatever I say.
No, if you want the truth, I'm going to give you your flowers. He's going to shit on my giving of flowers. Y'all ready?
Oh, here we go.
No, I was like, you're really good at what we do. All jokes aside.
Okay.
And I was like, so there's a few people. Because early on when I started at our particular location, I realized I was misinterpreting how good some people were at our job. And I was like, I got to make better choices. Because I can't do it like 2.5 people. And I was like, hey, what do you think about it? And it was like, and as time went on, I was like, why the fuck did I go to them for guidance? They are not as capable as I am. And so then I started realizing who actually was capable of what we do. And I was like, I'm all at him.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I don't shit on you all the time. You shit on me all the time, but I don't always shit on you. I think you enjoy it. It's cool.
Playful teasing.
Him sensitive is what they tell me.
Playful banter. You know.
But no, that's what made me first
testing the waters.
No, for real. I was like, he's really good at what we do. And so I was like, all right, let me holler.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, see, I'm not so big-headed. I can't say that. Because you know how I say. I just get the job done. I'm not great. I'm not bad.
Yeah. Just coasting through.
Absolutely. That's how I live my life, baby. What do y'all supposed to say? Turn up. Not the
turn
vegetable. Turn up. We lit. It just means we're having get crunk. That's from our generation. That's the current equivalent of get crunk.
Oh. It was not as good as get crunk.
It's not. But then crunk sounds washed too now.
Well, because we've said it for a long time.
I think that plus because crunk is not a real word. Because before that generation, I don't think I ever
I think it was crazy drunk.
Is that what
crunk?
It was? Seriously?
I think so.
Now I really got to Google it. I did not know that.
Comment below. I think so. Maybe.
That makes sense.
Okay.
No, like White Boy Wasted was kind of the end.
White Girl Wasted.
There you go, White Girl. No, Gucci Mane had a song, White Boy Wasted.
The real phrase is White Girl Wasted.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair
He
enough.
made it. He was like, I don't want to copy everybody else, so I'll just
made it hetero.
put a different word.
Okay. That song's fire, though. But okay, that makes sense.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I guess that would make sense then. Because that was, then they party like a rock star. That was kind of the tail end of the crunk era. So it might be what it was. Okay.
I miss Lil Jon too.
Yeah, he was that type. He was fire.
I don't know who the East Side Boys are, but I know
two fat dudes that just had big ass gasoline containers of alcohol. I think had alcohol in them. I'm sure it wasn't gasoline. But you never seen it with the...
It may have been.
What the fuck? If they was drinking out of it, I would hope it's not gasoline.
They might.
Let's hope they weren't drinking.
They were living on the edge.
They were crunk or lit.
Crazy drunk.
That too.
Turn up. Is that get crunk? Turn up?
That's today's version of get crunk. It's like we lit, turn up. Turn up is not that bad though.
It's just a little plain.
I think it's more like increase the volume and increase the energy.
Turn up the music. Turn it up louder. Turn down for what?
Exactly. And then I go.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking song. It's terrible.
We never found out turn down for what.
Because there was no reason to.
And some mysteries are meant to be solved.
Not that one. No, I mean,
Bless it.
I don't know. I guess, to me, I think you can find commonality in a lot of things. Like I said, because people will get like about the kids. They get to talk about their kids and stuff like that, and make you feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, you wouldn't know nothing about that because you make good life choices, but that's besides the point. Or people might talk about marriage, or two people are like it's hypothetical if you were in a new relationship. I'm in a new relationship. We're like, oh yeah, I got me a new boo. Oh, you too? Yeah. And we chop it up. You know what I mean? So that's some commonality. Or what if you, hypothetically, you like fishing, I like fishing, and I happen to go, you say, oh, hey, Mike, how was, like if we had just met like in the last couple weeks. And you say,
and
hey,
I called you Mike.
I hate Mike. Michael.
You just said it.
I know. Because people tend to start with Mike.
Can't remember why.
And then once they think that they're comfortable with me, they go, hey, what do you actually go by? And I'm like, Michael. Like, oh, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, you've been calling me Mike for 42 years. What made you decide otherwise? Now, all people really calls me Mike is like my relatives.
Okay.
Which I really don't like, but I love them, so it's cool.
Well,
I mean,
I guess better than Junior.
Nobody calls me Junior.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, everybody calls me Lil Mike, which I hate that.
Listening. Active listening.
Okay. Yeah, I have passive listening.
But selective hearing, I believe is the actual word.
Whatever. But no, they call me Lil Mike, which I hate that shit.
Because it says little.
Yeah, because I'm taller than most of the, I'm at least as tall as most of the men in my family.
Yeah.
Then I'm like almost 40, and I'm
not going to say their real names, but when I was growing up, there was a kid who was a year younger than me, and his dad was the custodian. And so he was Bob, and then his son was Little Bob. They had the same name.
Yeah, it's just so
it was Bob and Little Bob.
It's just a undisclosed location type of thing.
Still to this day, my mom says, I saw Little Bob.
It's a Midwest, Southern, West Coast kind of thing. You know what I mean? People just say that type of shit around them parts. But
so I guess since we left out the Northeast,
maybe we live there, maybe we don't. We don't want to tell y'all.
That might be our current undisclosed location.
But you know what I mean? Just I guess maybe that's a regional thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird because I'm bigger than most of the guys in my family on both sides, and I'm at least close to, if not the same height, roughly as all the men in my family on both sides for the most part.
Are you the only one that's named after your parent?
No, cousin who got married, he's a junior.
Do they call him Junior or Little?
No, they don't call him either one of them, actually.
Do they call him a different name?
They just call him by his name. Him and his dad go by the same first name.
And they call them Joe.
Thank you.
And both Joes look.
I guess. I mean, not being funny. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
which is kind of weird. And then I'm trying to think of my mom's
Maybe
side.
they don't like it.
What? They don't like him or his dad?
Either one.
I love him to death, but I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I feel like I'm the type of person where if I can't like joke with you a little bit,
Oh, I can joke with Cuzzo.
we ain't friends.
Yeah.
We ain't coworkers.
We ain't colleagues.
We ain't colleagues. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I can't be like,
I got to be able to make a couple dirty jokes. Maybe not super offensive jokes,
yeah,
but I got to be able to talk a little shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like if I can't make fun of you for being white or gay or a guy, and you can't make fun of me for being black, straight, kids, whatever. Like how are we supposed to have a conversation if everything either of us says to each other, we get insulted?
yeah.
Like
Did I ever tell you about the hair smell? My hair smell theory when I was in middle school. Maybe
yeah.
this isn't the right time to talk about it.
Come on, did you touch some black people's hair?
Well, no.
Oh, can I touch it?
No, my hair was always being touched because I always had the short quote unquote army cut,
Oh, okay, yeah, the crew cut.
and so
I mean, not a crew cut, but I see what you're saying.
people of other nationalities and descendancies,
Black folks was touching it.
ancestries would always touch my hair because it was short, so it felt
got
different
that buzz.
than long
Yeah.
hair. So anyway, but so when I was in middle school,
Black folks touching your head.
no, we had black kids. Obviously, I mean we weren't,
We're overflowing, but you had some.
well, high school was a little more
affluent.
we were a little more diverse in high school. We were a little bit more on the minority scale in high school. Elementary and middle, we weren't,
No.
we weren't as diverse.
Nowhere to be found.
But there were, let's see. When I asked this question, threw out my hypothesis.
Were your spider
I
senses
think
tingling?
I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
And so in 7th grade, we had 2 teams.
Okay.
So the 7th grade class was split into team 1 and team 2. We had names.
Okay.
We were the Vikings. So we had
And the commanders from last episode?
No. We were our school was the Vikings. And so my team, I think I was on the Voyagers, and the other team was the Scavengers or something like that. Some other word that was Viking related.
Right.
And so on my team, there were 3 black girls.
Okay.
Of the 3 black girls, I think I had class with one of them all 3 classes.
Okay. And then probably a mixture of classes.
And then
with
I
the
had
other 2, yeah.
the other 2 classes I had with that one girl and then 1 or 2 of the other girls. Well, here's what I noticed. I noticed that the white girls, when we would sit near each other, and girls in middle school, they love to comb their
Trying to be
hair,
cute, find
move
their
their
identity,
hair
yeah.
around, put it in a ponytail, pull it down, put it back in a ponytail. So you smell like shampoo and different scents and blah, blah, blah.
Did you smell cocoa butter?
Well, no,
Okay.
I don't know what the smell was. I still to this day don't know what the smell was. But I noticed that the white girls, I would smell different scents.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be like, oh, that smelled like watermelon scent, or that smelled like strawberry scent, or
Lavender,
peach.
blah, 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 yeah.
The black girls, it was the same scent. I didn't know what the scent was. It was the same scent.
Was it good or bad?
It wasn't good or bad. It was just a neutral scent that I just noticed. I wasn't like, ugh. I wasn't like, ooh, nothing.
I was like, oh, I haven't smelled
It
that
was the
before.
same way with I'd be like, oh, that's strawberry. I didn't have a positive or negative response. I just went, oh, that's
It
strawberry.
was
That
familiar.
smells like strawberry.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to call that scent. And so my theory was...
That's called black power. No. You smelled blackness.
My
black
theory
greatness.
was... I've told this story through the years.
Okay.
Because I still don't know what the scent is.
Have you ever smelled it again?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But I remember it vaguely.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I smelled it again, I'd be like, I think that's it.
Blue magic. No, there's a hair grease called blue magic.
Well, so I didn't know any of this stuff.
Mhm.
So my theory, based off of no knowledge, was that must be a very popular scent
because they
for
both
these
smell like
girls.
it. Right.
Because these girls over here,
Have a variety.
there's all kinds of scents. But that seems to be, that's the one.
Mm.
That's the popular one.
Mm.
It wasn't until a long time later I realized it was this group of girls had one option,
Yeah.
and this group of girls had 30 options.
Yeah. It's not that the way anymore, but yes.
It's not that way now.
Yeah.
And that's why I discovered my hypothesis was incorrect. It was close. It was number one.
But that's
the
'cause
problem
there
was there was no number two. But
Yeah, sir.
when somebody had said to me, like, well, I can't just walk into a store and be like, oh, there's my product. I'd never thought about that.
Yeah.
And so when somebody said that, I immediately went, oh, the hair thing. And I used to say it, well, I guess it wasn't as nice. Because I'd be like, oh, it smelled the same. But I didn't think anything negative about it.
That's not really mean.
Well, but I think from the other perspective, they're like, oh, we smell the same. And I'm like, no, I just meant like.
You use the same product, so you smell the same.
I
You
just
don't-
meant like, I noticed this.
Yeah.
thing.
But
It wasn't negative or positive
Yeah.
in either direction. It was
a
just,
smell.
this is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was my hypothesis in 7th grade.
Whole mess. No, that's fair to say. I mean, you got to think. We did have much less products to choose from in middle school. So that probably would have been factual, that they had the same scent because there was less products to choose from. And then where you're from is like this really big, small, big ass city. So, I mean, you may have or may have not had a lot or a little bit of choices. See what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. I mean, even now, the stores that I go to, I would say it's probably not a ton of choices.
yeah.
It's
Wally
a
World has a
lot
bunch.
more.
Yeah, even Wally World
It's
finally
a lot
has more.
more.
Yeah.
And like with my nieces, I've been the one to recommend several black products
They're
to
pretty
my
good.
sister
Yeah.
that have been really effective for my niece's hair, and they love it.
Yeah. See?
So I mean, now it's not even like
a black or white thing.
This is for you, this is
it's
for
which
me.
one works the best for me.
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
It's not FUBU anymore.
Hot mess.
I'm just saying.
No, I agree
You
with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it took time to do all that, though. Diversity, baby.
Right. But I mean, I guess part of me, like, I've always sort of remembered that because it's like, like when somebody asks a sort of dumb question about like gay people, I'm always like, you thought they had a popular hair brand. Like, calm the fuck down. Do you know what I mean? I had my ignorant times. I have my ignorant times now where I'm learning new stuff
Well,
every
I've
day.
asked you stupid stuff about the gay community, but I'm
But
being
you know what
genuine.
I mean? Like you have said, I have a dumb question.
Yeah,
Which
I
already
preface it
sets
with
in my mind.
It's stupid, yes.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like, I'm talking about like, I have strangers to be like, so you're gay, huh? And I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, just remember you thought that there was a popular, hair gel
These black folks only use
for the black girls.
Yes.
And turns out there was one product.
Right.
One
Very
choice.
limited choices, yes.
Yeah, it was number one because it was the only one. You know what I mean? So every once in a while, like I try to remind myself
Right.
of that story because it was a real thing.
Yeah, cut them a little slack, yeah.
To be like, kindness.
Mm.
Kindness and blessings.
Kindness and blessings.
Yeah. And not to be like, it's sort of like pickleball.
Okay.
I've come a long
You've
way in
never mentioned
pickleball. I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy.
He's so stupid.
I came.
That's my story.
Don't take my story. What if I got on here one day and was like, so when I was in the Navy, blah, 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 and just like rolled with it?
We should do that next time.
Would you be like,
No, because I know that
Bitch.
you're being stupid. I am not. We're both scum. You feel
but
me?
it's sort of, oh shit. Do you really think I'm scum?
Nah, I think I am.
Do you think you're scum?
Absolutely.
Do
I
you?
Be, yeah, I be thinking some foul shit about people.
Okay.
I've said it on here.
Can you give me an example?
The time I smashed all over the really cute girl that worked at the front desk at our job. I was like, she's really cute, but she don't have shit to say. You
that
don't
was
remember-
just factual.
that, but it's still mean.
Was it?
I would think so. I'm sure it would hurt her feelings if we had played the episode for her.
Do you think so?
No.
Nah.
Nah, she'd have been just fine.
Yeah.
It was real uplifting.
I said she was nice.
So?
I just didn't want to talk to her anymore.
Why is that?
Because she was complaining about her job. She didn't talk about anything else.
Touche.
I said she was beautiful.
I said she was bad. She could have got the business, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, those are compliments, right?
I mean, it has nothing to do with her mind or anything that she's developed, but yes.
She's just complained about her job. She's not there anymore.
Nah, she's not. She probably
We
heard the
went through a
episode, like,
lot.
I've got to leave.
Listen, we're on like number 7.
Yeah, they got a pretty heavy rotation up there at
Yeah.
the front desk. Like those podcast boys in the corner, I've had enough of this shit. I've got to get out of here. I heard the episode. They think I'm hot, but I'm just a fucking airhead.
Wah, 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 wah,
I'm
wah.
just saying.
Yeah.
So I'm probably scum. It's cool.
Okay. Is that your example?
I want to disagree.
That seems.
No. You always talking about
I
shit
don't think
on them.
we.
I'm the. Okay,
I do love when
maybe
you
I'm
get a
not
little
scum.
excited.
I'm just a grumpy old man. How about that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm proud of that though. I am.
It's been noted.
Because when I get old and grumpy for real, I'll have the experience and practice of just being on the front porch and talking shit to kids that run by and get the fuck off my porch. Get y'all ass off my grass. You know, it's shit that don't even matter,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be seasoned in those practices so I can say that. You see what I'm saying? No?
Maybe.
It's kind of fire. You don't give a shit.
Fire.
That's fire. To be
Okay.
a old ass, grumpy ass man who already knows all the techniques. Shit, I'd be ahead of the
See,
game.
I want to be the one.
You can be like,
See, here's what we'll do.
Get off
Here's
my
what
grass.
We'll sit on the porch.
Okay, I'll be out there drinking.
And
a
you're going to be
broski.
like,
Talking.
you'll be drunk.
Absolutely.
Clearly.
I'm gonna be drunk all day long,
All
every day
day.
when I'm old.
All day.
But my goddamn colleague right here, shit. You remember that nosy with something,
And I'm going to be like,
You're like,
Peggy,
Peggy, we're gonna do.
girl, you wearing them shorts today. Just so she'll be like, yeah. You sure? That's who I want to be.
I'm gonna yell out, what you doing them hoochie mama shorts on?
Yeah.
I remember back in my day, we had hoochie daddy shorts.
I'm like, Craig, I can see your underwear. Put a belt on. I see you, Cranny.
On the nooks.
Oh my God. We're already old. I don't know why we're acting like we're going to be old.
I'm looking forward to visually being old. That's gonna be a good day.
Okay.
We're gonna be listening to
You
old
don't think you're there
episodes. Visually, no.
Okay.
Personality and in my heart, yes.
Currently, I'm feeling pretty old.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my body right now, as I'm talking, is doing stuff.
Yeah, you're sweating and your eyes is getting a
Am
little.
I sweating? I'm not sweating.
Oh, you're just shining. That's from Gabby's lighting.
That's from this deluxe lighting.
Yes.
Oh, I can't use this.
You got tissues.
Go ahead. Why don't you talk for a minute while I fix
No
my
problem.
shit?
You know, I can see both of us at the same time. Now,
I
right?
know.
Oh, okay.
I can't thank you enough for this split screen in my sexy
I
week.
just love a good split screen. But no, I mean, that'd be kind of cool though. I don't think we look old, but I think that I definitely have an older mentality.
Comment
as
below
far
if you
as-
think we look old.
I thought you said you want me to cover this while you cleanse yourself.
I thought I would add here and there.
That'd be fine.
Just here and there.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why, you know what I mean? You're not actually scum. We just bonded over negativity and positivity.
You said I was scum. I just
No,
say
I
it for the
I'm
record.
scum.
We bond scum bonds with scum, I believe is what you said.
I don't know.
And you said I'm scum. And I said, have we bonded? You said yes.
You're terrible.
I'm just saying what you said.
Do this. Oh, you're right eye. Let me see. No, you got it right there.
I don't know why.
Let me see. It's on your face. Got it. There you go. Yeah, you're not. Them sinuses is kicking your ass.
Oh yeah. These are the worst days.
I see. Yeah, see, my sinus.
But my pocketbook said go to work.
Hey, at least you got the next. Today is Tuesday night at 11:30 p.m. So you've got 4 days
Don't
off.
even say it. Don't even say it.
3-4 days off.
I'm sure something will come up.
You think so?
I'm sure something will come up.
You slide on back to the job site.
Probably.
You're not sick of construction yet? Shit.
Well, you know it is my passion.
Hey, yeah, mine too. Hey, they're like, they don't do that shit. We don't even look like construction.
What were we talking about earlier?
We're talking about scum versus scum.
No, you got me derailed on something, and now I forgot what I was going to say.
Mm.
It was a minute ago, though. It's been a while. It may not come back. Whatever.
Oh, that's fine. Horrible.
Here we go. Perfect example.
Mm.
When we listen back, I'll go, there it was right there.
But you can't talk about shit 10 minutes ago.
Well, whatever.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Well, we're
It
talking
happens.
shit about when we get older. You're going to be telling them pull their britches up. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking shit and tell them get off my grass.
I'm like, girl, you pregnant again. Stop sucking dick. I'm kidding. Have you ever seen that video?
Hell no.
Oh my God. It's so funny. If you ever
get the sinuses and get the coughing real bad.
this woman, I don't even know where the video is. Just look it up on Google or wherever. But she's like making a video to her friends, and she like starts calling them out. She's like, Jessica, you haven't returned my call in 2 weeks. Girl, get the dick out of your mouth. Stop sucking dick.
Man, I wish somebody would say some wild shit about that.
I laughed so hard at that video. I don't think it's real.
Oh,
I think it's like staged.
Yeah.
It is so funny. It's so funny. Maybe I have a fucked up sense of humor. It is so funny to me.
That's not a bad sense of humor. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny in real life. Even if it's fake. Did you hear about the McDonald's, the guy who brought his one kid to McDonald's and everybody made a big deal? Or like, okay, a guy came to his kid's mom's house. She has 4 kids. His child is the youngest. He brought just his child McDonald's.
Okay.
She took it and was like, why you didn't bring the other kids no McDonald's? And he was like, I brought McDonald's for my kid. And she threw that shit in the road. Apparently, and so she got a lot of backlash for it. And people was like, he's not obligated to take care or provide Happy Meals. I agree. But
your bad choices are not one person's fault other than yours.
Yeah, just your child is your
self-choices.
Yes. But no, the reason why I said it is because you said that might have been staged. Apparently, that was staged. All that was fake, just to go viral.
I believe it.
I know, that's stupid.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It worked.
Duh. But they ain't make no money off of it.
Did they not?
I don't think they would. How would you make money off that particular video?
I don't know how anybody makes money off any of it.
Oh, views and clicks. But I'm saying...
Clicks and views.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did make...
Views and clicks?
Yeah. Views and clicks. Clicks and views. Views and clicks. Clicks and views.
Is that your next song?
No.
Are you busting back out your rap career?
No.
You should.
No.
You should come up with a song.
No.
Why not?
I'm hit you with the Jay-Z. You want me to go back to the old Jay-Z? Listen to my old shit. That didn't make no sense. It's fine.
Okay.
Hey, so you ready to get the fuck out of here? Where are we at? Yeah, we get the fuck out of here. We gave you 48 minutes. You'll be fine.
Apparently listen to Jay-Z's old CDs.
If you want Jay-Z's old music, buy his old shit. That's what he said.
I didn't ask you about old music.
I know.
I said, are you going to
I don't rap anymore, so I meant like if you want me to.
You should make a new song.
Hell to the no.
To the no. To the no.
Absolutely.
I could be in the background.
You could do all that.
I could be a part of the
foreground.
song.
I won't be in the foreground.
I could be in the back being like, nah.
You can be in the foreground too. I won't be there.
We should make a song.
No.
That'll be our next project.
Nope.
Comment below if
this is not New Idea Tuesday.
It is.
Technically, it's Tuesday, but
I've never had a New Idea Tuesday.
Because he's too cool for that.
It's the best one.
No, it's not. That's a terrible idea.
Turns out.
No.
Comment below. If you're watching on YouTube, Nosey with good intentions. Hi, camera one.
Jello.
I'm looking very sexy.
Got the whole vid going on.
Week 2.
He spewed it across the split screen.
My sinuses are
kicking your ass.
Draining.
Yes.
They apparently were full. And so.
What causes that anyway? Like, what drains into them?
Who the hell knows?
No, I was actually being for
It
real.
feels like, where the hell did all this come
That's
from?
what, like, where does it come from?
Like, I think it's earwax. I think it's sinuses. I think it's like, I think it's everything.
and it just hits the sinuses and
Because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to cough until I lose my voice completely.
all right.
God only knows when that'll happen.
Look at God. We got an episode done, or 2 or 3 or 14.
But I'll lose my voice. It'll last a day or two of no voice.
I won't even see you.
Well, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
I don't know when it'll hit.
Well,
That's
I mean,
the problem.
I'm finna hit these streets in a couple days.
Uh-huh. So anyway,
Going to Mexico, which is a place we don't live.
close.
Maybe.
Is it?
So, yay!
I'll lose my
Mexico.
voice for a day or two.
Okay.
And then I'll just have a random cough.
For how long?
Could be a week, could be a month. Just depends on how the wind blows.
Okay.
Every year, slightly different.
Okay, fair enough.
So this is the sexy day.
Yeah, I get sick. Like I said earlier, I get sick once every 3-4 years. I'm completely out of commission for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Like I can't get up. I can't do shit.
Yeah.
After that 36 to 48 hours, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I probably sweat the entire bed sheet, comforter, pillow, everything.
Sounds nice.
Wow.
To one and done.
Oh, I was like, I'm miserable for like 24 or 48 hours. But once I'm done with that, I remember this one time, came back to the crib, I pulled up. They was at the door. I said, look, I'm done. I ain't got nothing for you. I went straight in there, laid the fuck down. I didn't wake up for like a day and a half. I woke up. I was soaking wet, full of sweat, and my clothes was musty as hell. I got my ass in the shower. I ate some food. About 6 miles later, I was cool. I better normal.
Wow.
But that, again, because it's only every couple of years, that session of, it sucks.
Yeah.
But I'd rather take that every 3-4 years than be miserable for like a week or two. Every year. Sorry.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Good genetic
Did
choices.
I win? Did I win the
I mean, I don't know. I didn't choose to be like this. It's
Sympathy
genetics.
Olympics?
Hey, you outscummed me. He got the vid, y'all.
just sexiness everywhere?
Sexy COVID.
If you're watching on YouTube,
Oh, I'm
hi. Sorry. I look pretty much like this every week.
No. Whatever.
You heard no argument there.
I mean, you're a rather dashing young man.
Not currently.
Normally, but not today.
But like, comment, subscribe, hit that
Hey,
notification
absolutely.
bell. You'll be notified every time that we upload.
And please watch
And it's
and or
free.
listen and both. Yeah.
If you're listening on your podcast app, hi. Thanks for joining. Michael's old and he's stretching his back out.
I did back and bicep yesterday, and it hurts.
Have you ever heard the term humble brag?
I didn't say how much I lifted.
You're very good at it.
What I've heard. I didn't say how much I lifted, sir. Maybe I was deadlifting 10 pounds. I just
Doesn't
threw my
matter.
back out. It hurts.
Doesn't matter.
It's very tight.
I did back and biceps yesterday.
I didn't say it like that.
Ladies.
I was like, I did back and biceps.
I don't think that's how you said it.
I did back and biceps good.
He also flexed.
No,
if you're
I
not
tried to
watching
stretch
on
my
YouTube,
back.
listen,
Ow.
camera 2 called it all.
They saw that whole beer gut. Anyway, go ahead.
If you're listening, hi. Thanks for listening. On your podcast app, there is the opportunity to rate us. We would appreciate
That's all
the
this
highest
ignorance.
number of stars.
All 42 of them.
Please.
42 of them bitches.
Thank you. It is free.
It is. All this is free.
We have an Instagram, Nosey with Good Intentions.
We do.
We put stuff on there. We also have a Snapchat, Nosey Podcast.
Mhm.
If you have Michael's number, it'll come up as his number. If not, it'll come up as Nosey Podcast.
Absolutely.
We also have Twitter. She's there. We don't do much with her, but she's there. Feel free to message us on all these platforms.
Chugging along.
Nosey Good. She's there. She's just there.
Absolutely.
Is that it? We have a TikTok. I'm in 1 or 2. Michael's in all of them.
Well, you know, I'm finna start dwindling that shit down.
He is the face and body of Nosey.
The fuck? What's that mean?
You're the what do they call that? It's you're the face and maybe it's just face.
I'm the brand ambassador of Nosey.
Brand ambassador, that's it.
I ain't shit. I'm the guy behind the computer that makes all this shit happen.
Nosey.
Him and Gabby are Beyonce.
He wears the clothing.
Well, because I bought the shirt to fit my body, so this one is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Somebody tippy.
Oh my God, I gotta drive home.
Yeah.
I don't live down the street.
You live up the street.
I live up the street. Was that all?
I think so. Thank you for listening to our Nosey Nonsense.
See you next time.